This is like a year now, huh?
Yeah, well, a year and a half. This was the start of 2023, but it's like a year of me doing stand-up.
Pretty
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
change. Yeah.
You know, the craziest thing for me, man, is like to be able to combine the things that I love the most, which is my family and comedy, and then for me and you to be able to nerd out over like jokes and talking about punchlines. It's so full circle and amazing to me.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, it's also like, I can't imagine how different it is for you having done it for 15 years, 20 years by yourself, to now having somebody who's with you all the time.
Yeah, you know what else, dude? You know what I wasn't expecting you would bring to the table for me is that, like, when I look back at maybe my fondest time in comedy, it isn't my most successful or whatever. It's like the times when me and Joe Diaz and Brody Stevens and Tana Manu and Gavin Boyd, we were in Seattle, and we'd, finish a set at an open mic, Comedy Underground, and then we'd go to like the Hurricane Cafe, late night, right? We could all afford maybe a cup of coffee.
Right.
But we'd sit and just talk comedy because we had that energy and that hope, and you bring that energy, which is awesome.
Reinvigorated you.
Yeah, dude, for sure it reinvigorated me.
Yeah.
For sure. Just to be able to share these experiences with you has been just amazing.
Yeah, it's been a cool ride.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know this was the dream until we started doing it.
I didn't know this was a dream until I started making money.
I mean, that is part of the dream.
There's that. Obviously, there are doors that he can open and that you have opened for me, whether it's in comedy or in TV production. Like, just who you are is definitely in your name, and who you know has opened some doors. But at that same time, there's extra eyes on me. There's especially when I worked TV production and I worked with people who you were coworkers with, and then they were my bosses. You would text me and be like, "Hey, so and so said you had a great day today," and I'm like, "What is he saying if I'm having a bad day?"
Yeah.
So I always felt like I had eyes on me. I always felt like I had
Oh, interesting.
always felt like I had more eyes on me, more people looking at me, whether it was intentional or not. Not to see what I was doing, but just because they knew who I was.
Yeah.
And so
I hadn't thought of that.
They would be looking at me more than a PA who they didn't know.
I hadn't
You know
thought
what
of
I'm
that.
saying?
I will tell you something, man. A lot of people think that it's so much easier for you, like you started on third base, and in a way it is. Like, you're not doing bar shows.
I mean, I am now because I'm
Right,
choosing
but you started in front of nobody gets to start comedy in front of people who know who they are.
Yeah.
Right? So there's good and bad because they already like you and they want you to do well.
Yeah.
But the tough part is that they expect you
expect-
to be funnier than you could possibly be right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So it's
So-
like a weird,
Double-edged sword.
Yeah, but you're handling it very well. You've
Sure.
been really handling everything really well, and
Yeah.
you haven't let any of this stuff get to your head at all.
There's nothing to get to my head right now.
Yeah,
Only a year in. I'm only here doing this because I'm your kid.
yeah. But listen,
Plain simple truth.
that won't be like that forever. So putting this work in is the most important thing.
That's what we're doing.
This weekend you riffed for longer on stage than I've ever heard you.
Yeah, we had talked about it in the car, and I was just like, well, I'm just going to try it. And then I just kept finding things to say. There were a couple things after I said them, I was like, yeah, didn't have to go that step far.
Yeah, but dude, you're fearless.
Yeah,
You are absolutely fearless on stage.
just kind of try whatever.
But even if things aren't going well, your confidence on stage never drops. Your delivery never drops. You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna get them eventually.
Yeah, it's going to come around.
It's pretty confident, man. It's pretty amazing.
Well,
I'm super proud of
I
you.
know I'm a funny dude, so I know I'll find it eventually. It'll be there somewhere. So,
I love you, dude.
love you too.
Hey, will you do me a favor, dude? And I'll do that right now. Will you check the milligrams on... Will you check the milligrams on that edible package? Well, I thought they were 10 each, so I ate 3.
In that store, in that Sour Patch one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucked.
You You didn't read the package?
I'm like fucking reading.
Yo, I'm gonna tell. Do you remember how many were in that bag? Okay, there were 5 edibles in that bag.
Yeah, I'm higher than I thought I was gonna be.
There was a total of 500 milligrams in that bag. You ate 300 milligrams worth of edibles and are just now finding out. Does explain why I feel this way, though. No, I've been struggling with it the last half an hour. Are you fucking kidding me? It's at least I know why now. I'm like, that actually feels better. I was like, this is the weirdest mushroom trip I've ever been on in my life. All right. But, dude, it's your time to come out here. Hey, everybody, say hello to Jacob Wolf one time. Hold on. You almost hit me right in the face with that. And you would have walked into it technically. I would have been pretty excited about that. By the way, that's some older brother shit. I didn't hit you, you walked into it. Hey everybody, this is that part of the show. If you guys have seen the 2 of us on stage together, you can ask us whatever the fuck you want.
I've challenged Jacob to a game of horse, but here's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna play horse, and the loser's gonna have to do something embarrassing.
Yep.
Here's the one rule that has to be, you can't use your athleticism. There's no dunking, there's no crazy layups, none of that. This has gotta be just a game of horse.
Okay, then I got a rule for you.
Okay.
No bank shots.
What?
When I mean no bank shots, not only no calling bank shots, but legitimately, no shooting bank shots.
So wait, if you shoot a ball and it hits the bank and goes in, it doesn't count?
Correct.
It has to go in wet?
Correct.
Okay. I got one more rule for both of us.
Okay.
So whoever gets a letter, all right, the other person gets to choose what that person has to say before every shot until that other person gives them a letter. Okay? That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm into
and
that.
I will tell you, I'm gonna talk a lot of shit.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk a lot of shit.
This is my forte.
What is, losing to me?
No, basketball.
I already know what I'm gonna make you do in the streets of Calgary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, you're gonna give me 5 minutes to warm up because I think I'm gonna pull a muscle.
I will gladly give you more than 5 minutes to stretch.
I don't need more than 5 minutes to beat your ass.
He's not the most basketball savvy guy, you know what I mean? I played in high school and played all growing up, so I don't know why he challenged me to a game of horse. But my bread and butter is mid-range, and I know that's his, so I'm gonna beat him on the long range and just, I know he hasn't made a 3 all day. So I'm just gonna make a 3, have him miss it, maybe give him a chance with something else, and then go back and hit another 3. It's gonna be, I may not get a letter today. Look, he's been smack talking me my entire life, and I just know his age is gonna get the best of him today. But he's gonna need more than 5 minutes to warm up, and he might pull a muscle just chasing after the ball. So he can talk all he wants, but it's not gonna affect me.
My strategy in this order: talk shit, hydrate, don't pull a muscle. That's it. That's the strategy for today. Not only that, I'm hoping that the fact that I can still palm a basketball, does this count as a horse move? This just means that I still jerk off a lot. That's why this grip is still so good. Definitely can't palm with my left hand. You know why? Never grip anything over there. Yeah. But that's the strategy. You know, young dudes, you talk shit to them, they lose their mental, you know? And so I got a ton of mental, just not a lot of physical. Well, that's the thing. Look, man, as a parent, one thing you know about your kid is their weaknesses. So I'm really gonna lean into that. I'm good from like 15 feet in. And then anytime I get past 15 feet, I'm gonna have to lean on my shit talking ability. Oh, look, I'm going to win 100%. There's no doubt I'm going to win. This is going to be great.
He's about to have H, and I'm about to tell him to say something real stupid.
Anybody else? Yeah, right here. Yes.
Yes.
Did I ever walk in on my dad having
Yeah,
sex?
and by the way, next time you ask like somebody that's happened to, so let's hear your story after he tells his.
I will say, you did seem very eager to ask that question,
yeah.
which is a tad alarming. So yeah, I did once. I was usually it happens to people when they're like 9, 10, something like that. I was 18. Look, I was driving to school that day.
By the way, did you learn anything?
At the pace that you were moving?
He's not lying. I get winded pretty quick, that's for sure. I'm at this age, I'm like, hey, get on top. Why, you think I'm beautiful? No, I'm fucking winded. Do some work. This is a 2-man game. Get your heart rate up. Let's go. I need to tap out for a couple minutes, you know what I mean? I'm fucking dying over here. I can't sweat on your face anymore.
But yeah, I was just trying to get the keys to the car to go to school.
This is going to be a quick game, man. This might.
Zero chance he missed this. Watch, we're gonna watch together. Zero chance.
Did you say 0 chance?
You can see. Okay, you can see the hoop from here. Ready? Watch. Money. It's the only one he makes today. Hey, hold on. He's joking. The big baby's joking.
So Joey Diaz is a comedian, and was also Joey Diaz also used to be his babysitter.
By the way, it explains a lot.
So people ask a lot why I would let Joey babysit my kids. And for those of you who don't know who he is, he's just this dude, born in New York, a Cuban guy, real rough around the edges, definitely some jail time. I consider him to be a moral criminal because look, man, there were many times that he would come into my house and if I had $40 on the table, he would steal it. But then he'd be like, hey, let me take you to lunch. Okay? So, and then he would even say, I got it this time, you got it next time. I'm like, did you get it this time? And so, one time, okay, look, at the time, Joey was probably 360 pounds.
Big boy.
He did not wear underwear. And so what would happen is, he would watch my kids so I could go do comedy. And then I would come back, and then he would go do comedy. And so one time I came home in the apartment, and there was toys and shit all over the place, and I walk in, and Joey's like, hey, clean up the toys, your dad's home, you know? And he bends over, and no underwear. And my daughter, maybe 4 or 5, she just rips some hair out of his ass crack. And she goes, how many? He goes, oh, I felt like 5 that time. I go, that time? What do you mean that time? She goes, oh, she loves this game. I go, yeah, but I fucking hate it, dude. I don't like this game. Find another game. Shit, you can't play Monopoly or some shit?
Here we go. I'm back. We're back. Right, we're gonna go for this one again. There's no way he makes a second three. He already missed another one that he shot. So, you know. You just stall him because you know you're gonna miss? No. You're not even in the right spot. I'm right here. Where the blue and the white are.
Right here? Yep. Is this where you want me to make it from?
Yeah, that's exactly where I want you to make it.
Do you want my eyes open or eyes shut?
Yo, if he makes this, it might be money. Yo, what is happening? Dude, when you didn't make a single three, Brian, were you trolling me? Were you actually trolling? Yeah, dude.
We laced him in. We made him think that I couldn't hit a shot. And look at him now. He's getting wrecked. Now he's stepping out a little further. Corner three.
For both of us. Both you and I are not perfect. But the big baby is. So thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Wherever you want that. Again, no problem. This has got to be the one. Money. Thank you. There it is. All right. H-O-H.
What do you got?
H-O-R?
R? It's about to be H-O-R. He about to be straight up hard.
Oh, H-O-R. You better get that
Singing voice warmed up.
I can't be stuck in the breaking ball.
Oh, you want to know the story about me and Joey Diaz stealing a safe? We were. You said what like it was your safe? The fuck do you care that we stole the safe? Look, these guys who we stole the safe from, I worked at this place, and one of the reasons they hired me is because it was in Seattle in the '90s, and I had just a reputation, and it was going to help their business. But their deal was a certain amount of money, which just kept getting pushed. Even into it being opened and flourished, just kept getting pushed. And I was working there. And so I was like, Joe, these fucking guys owe me money. And he was like, what do you think they got in that safe? So one night, this is how we did it. It was a bar that I was running. But I also did stand-up. So I was out of town. And I gave Joe the way to get in the back. And this fucking guy. This is a foolproof plan, right? This fucking guy, you know, he can't carry the safe. He's a little out of shape. You know, he's like 5'10", 360, you know? So he tries to roll the safe down the stairs. Well, the stairs were wood. And the safe just straight through the fucking stairs.
I mean, he got into the bottom pretty quickly.
Yeah, he definitely did, yeah.
Can't blame him.
Turns out the safe was it was so heavy because there were two owners, and one of the owners had already robbed the safe. And replaced it as a fuck you to his partner with a bunch of pennies. So we were like, this is the fucking heaviest safe.
Oh, you guys thought you were cashing
we
out.
were like, we're gonna be gazillionaires. It was, you opened it, it was like,
The biggest fuck you.
yeah, of all time.
Yeah, golly.
I wish that had a better ending for you.
You think I'm gonna make this?
I did. Come on. You ready?
2 girls? Hey, that's fine. These rooms are hot culture. It's crazy. I like to call game before it leaves my hand like a real hooper, you know? Say it. Pop one, oh yeah. Stop the bop. I want to get your voice ready. Can I tell you what my favorite part is, guys? It's not just winning. It's how bothered he is. Now, he's hitting everything right now. He's hit every shot since we stopped. But the deal is, as the youngest of 4 boys, it's not the winning that matters. It's the bothering the other person. And clearly that works. Because he's on fire right now, no pressure. But when the pressure is on, guess who won? Pop. Get ready to sing, youngster. This dude is on fire. Near. Near. Far. I love that he's hit every shot since he lost. I'm glad. I hope you hit every shot for the rest of your life. Just not the ones we're gonna count.
So Jacob and I did a competition today, and the loser had to do something embarrassing. And guess who won? So I will tell you what embarrasses him more than anything is singing in public. So I told him he was gonna have to sing Wrecking Ball tonight. So here was the deal. You know, when we do things like this to each other, I never pick like jackass shit, like sticking a hot sauce bottle up your butthole or whatever, because physical pain goes away, mental pain seems to stick with you for long. So I know this is, and I also like to encourage him to conquer whatever big fear is. Singing in public is right up there at the top of that list.
I gotta be honest, I would feel more comfortable if I had the lyrics in front of me for this.
Used your phone.
And also, are we doing the karaoke version so none of her, like you can't hear her, or are we just playing the regular track?
Yeah, karaoke version, dude. But get your phone out if you want to look at the words. I mean, I know them.
Hey, you ready for this? I've had headphones on for the last 30 minutes backstage.
Oh, I believe it.
Listening to this fucking song.
I believe it. Can I tell you something terrible? I almost forgot we were doing this. I'm so glad I remembered.
He picked up the guitar and I was like, I might skate out of this one, actually. Yeah, all right.
So what we'll do, and here's the rules, so you guys know. He has to sing the song, but he has to sing it with emotion. He has to act out the words. He has to feel the lyrics. Feel free to sing along with him if you like, up to you. I'm gonna go back there and get a good view of this.
I will say, the acting out is, there's gonna be emotion, but acting out is gonna be hard with reading the lyrics. But
You kind of know what the song's about. Yeah, I would turn that down a little bit. And guys, I didn't get a chance to say to you, thank you so much for being here tonight. I had such a great fucking time.
Well. All right. So my man in the sound booth, yeah, I guess play the karaoke version.
Hold on, wait for me to get in position.
Hold on, let me.
Come on over here. We got a seat right here for you.
I've never sung this before. I'm just figuring out the lyrics. I hope my pitch is right.
Your pitch, who are you, Randy Jackson? Just sing the fucking song.
I guess hit me whatever, Salman.
A little pitchy for me, dog.
Chained our hearts in vain, but never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell of love. No one could deny. Don't you ever say I just walked away.